Hello lovelies and welcome back. Welcome to another simple cake recipe. Okay, today we are doing a buttery butterscotch cake. Ooh. What we're going to need is 250 grams of butter. We want to chop it up into a bowl and we want to leave it set aside until it goes nice and soft at room temperature. The same time we want to do that, we want to grab 2 eggs and we want to leave them out to get to room temperature as well. 1 cup of firmly packed brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of golden syrup, 1.5 cups of self-raising flour, and half a cup of milk. And that is all we need, folks. Now give it about half an hour. Once the butter is soft at room temperature and the eggs have warmed up, we want to preheat our ovens to 180 degrees Celsius. So the first thing we need is a 20 centimetre roughly round cake tin, which will be your smaller one. Alright, we want to get a piece of baking paper, sit your tin on it and trace around it. Once we've done that, hopefully you can see the circle there. What I do is I go in a little bit. You've got to picture the wall of your pan, so you want to go into about there. Alright, and you want to cut with some scissors. Once we've done that, it doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to work. Just make sure we've cut it enough to fit in there. Okay, once we've done that, take it out. We want to get some margarine or soft butter and put a little bit around the edges. Then with our fingers, we just want to rub it in around the side. Once we've done that, just tip a little bit of flour in it. So what you want to do is you want to tip it up like this, and you want to toss it around and see how, as I'm doing that, it's all sticking to the butter. Once we've got it the whole way around the tin, hopefully you can see that, go over to the sink, tip it upside down, bang it on the edge of the sink, and let all the excess flow out. Now we just get a little dab of butter, stick it in the middle, put our piece of baking paper in there and just push down on that and it will hold it there in place. And our tin is done. Now our butter's nice and soft. We want to add 1 cup of firmly packed brown sugar. So put the brown sugar in there and really push it down. Now we want to add 1.5 cups of self-raising flour, our 2 eggs. Now we need 1 tablespoon of golden syrup. Golden syrup can be found in your baking aisle, but in some shopping centres you'll find it near the honey. Oh, I love golden syrup. And half a cup of milk. Now we want to get our electric beater out. We want to beat it on low until it's all mixed in together, and then we want to beat it on medium until it goes really smooth and changes colour. So when I say change colour, it goes a lot lighter colour. From the beginning to the end it takes a couple of minutes. And into the tin it goes. Then we just want to go around, push it all down and then flatten it all down as much as we can. Just let your spoon drag around and turn it. And a round one is a lot easier than trying to do it any other way. Okay, once we've got it roughly flattened out, tap it a couple of times, like drop. Into the oven she goes. I forgot to put the cake tin on a baking tray. Mate, once the smoke cleared, oh, she smells amazing. Look at that beauty. 40 minutes in my electric oven. Alright, so I just want to show you guys who don't have a cooling rack how you can cool down your cake. So open her up. Hope we're going to be in view. Slide it over a bit, it's still really hot, remember. So you want to put our baking paper on top. How am I going to do this so you can see? Put the baking paper on top, sit our plate on top of that, slide it out, have your tea towel ready because the bottom's hot, tip it over, centre it in the middle. Just grab a spatula or anything you've got. And just carefully you want to just nudge around the edge. You just go around and do this and then you'll find you'll feel it. It'll feel it just let loose. Take it off with your paper. Oh yeah baby, look at this beautiful cake. Alright, and now you can just leave it sit there until it goes completely cold. Alrighty, now it's nice and cold. Grab whatever plate you want to serve it on. Put it over the top. And turn it over. Take the plate off. Oh, this is such a tasty little cake. So for this cake I like getting a little strainer, just a tiny little hand one, putting some icing sugar in there and just tappity tap 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 all over it. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, that crunchy crust. My camera just died right here. I've had this camera for 2 years. I've made over 250 videos with it. Oh my gosh. You're going to absolutely... This has got to be one of my favourite of the easiest cakes. Now, what I want to say is that if you are living in a house on your own, you don't have to miss out on having cake. What I used to do is I'd cut all up the slices. I would wrap them all singly in Glad wrap and put them in the freezer. And then if I felt like I wanted a coffee and a piece of cake, I would take a piece out, you unwrap it straight away and sit it on a plate, and then you put your Glad wrap over your plate. You can leave that sit there all day and eat it whenever you want, and it will taste exactly like you've just baked it. They last 3 months in the freezer. Thank you guys so much for watching. You've got to give this one a crack. You're absolutely going to love it. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you soon. Toodles!